Hello, welcome. Alright, just give me a minute. I just have to post a few things. I just gotta share this. Nope, wrong button. Yeah, just bear with me for a minute. I just gotta share this real quick. Why is this taking so long? Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so welcome to everybody watching live, and or the replay, or if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm planning on putting this on YouTube. So I'm going to try to appeal to both people watching live and people watching later. So the short version is what I'm doing is I am going to be doing. I went into the Returnal subreddit and I basically said, hey, from a pretty experienced player, does anybody want videos on specific topics, like, a strategy to do this or tips for this or whatever, like targeted stuff. So I am going to be doing that. So what I'm doing here is the first person I heard from was having trouble with Phrike, the Biome 1 boss. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be basically going through Biome 1, giving you some tips and strategies to use as you go, and then I'll be fighting the boss, and depending on how much time, I might do it a few times. So yeah, since this is my first time kind of really doing it like this, just a tiny little bit of background on me. I don't want to waste your time, but I have been playing this on and off since launch on PS5. I beat the game pre-nerf with the drones in Biome 3. So if you had that experience of the Biome 3 drones before the nerf, holy crap, they were insane. But I've beaten it. I've beaten the whole game a bunch of times. I have gone through all 3 acts on multiple saves because I deleted my save after the first time because I wanted to play this, do the whole story again and get the tapes and everything. But I play on and off. So I just picked it up again recently. I haven't played it that often lately, so I might be a little bit rusty. So, but I still know what I'm talking about, and hopefully this will help. So, what I'm gonna do, yeah, again, like a little bit like with my experience, again, real quick, I did I've done all 3 acts a few times or twice, but then I also, I've beaten the game more times than that, but also, I had the platinum, but then I also did a starter pistol only run of Act 1. So the first 3 biomes, just starter pistol, right? So the first pistol you get, no upgrades, no anything like that. And for that run, I cleared every room, including the challenge rooms, and all 3 bosses. So I'm pretty good with the game. But then I took a break after that. I was playing a bunch of other stuff, and then I came back fairly recently. But I did try this out a few times to make sure I don't embarrass myself, so it should be fine. Okay. So with all that out of the way, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, in just a minute, once I explain it, I'm going to refresh or restart the run. I'm not doing a speed run, okay? But I'm going to basically start off with some basic tips and tricks for Biome 1. All right, so if you haven't beaten the first boss, then you probably could use some help with some tips and tricks and tactics and stuff. But I will, try to do that pretty quickly. And then as I go, I'll also kind of, follow up with other things that, oh, hey, what about this? Check this out. You can try this. You can do this. Here's, a strategy or whatever. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm not restarting my whole game again. I've done that before. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use the things that you would have access to if you haven't beaten Biome 1. All right, so I'm only going to be using for the weapons. I think obviously the starter pistol, the carbine you can get in Act 1. I'm not in Act 1, in Biome 1. The starter pistol, the carbine, and I'm pretty like the spitmaw. I think you get in Biome 1. Um, there might be other ones you can get, but I'm not going to use them. The electropylon driver in the normal game you don't get until later. I think you can get it earlier if you have the pre-order or the upgrade or something like that, like a specific version. But I do not think I don't know if you get it in Biome 1, and even so, not everybody's going to have access to it. I will be using the sword. All right, so if you are if you haven't gotten there yet, a lot of the other strategies I'm going to show you will help you to get the sword. Right? Once you get the sword, you have unlocked it. But I'm not going to use any of the other upgrades that you get later in the game. Right? So, for example, I won't be grappling, which is hard for me because that's like muscle memory. I'm so used to doing it. But I will not be grappling. If I do accidentally, I'm sorry, but I will. I'm sure I'll realize it right away. But okay, so without further ado, I'm going to show you again some basic stuff here, right? So before I start the run, in the settings, this is a big thing. People talk about it all the time. All right, but it's really, really important, at least in my opinion. I beat the game with the standard settings, so it's entirely possible to do. However, I do think that this makes it a lot easier. All right. This is my mapping. Whatever works for you is fine. But I do think you need to have jump, dash, and melee on different buttons so you can use them at the same time. Because jump, dash, and melee, I mean, there is the movement called DMJ, which is you hit dash, DMJ. So dash, then melee, then jump, like right after each other. You're like kind of canceling, like the melee cancels the dash and the jump cancels the melee, and then you kind of bound ahead. I'll show you that when we get out there. You don't really need that. I mean, it can be helpful. I do think, like, once you get the hang of it, it can be helpful. Number one, it kind of just makes you go faster. So, if you're having trouble on a run, like, you can get through it faster. You can also use it to get away from enemies. There are some uses for it outside of the speedrunning stuff. But I do think there's a lot of value to have it because, as I'm going to show you, a lot of what I do to clear mob rooms, in Biome 1 especially, but in all the other ones too, is a combination of jump and dash and melee, just different orders, right? So a lot of times I'll jump and then kind of like I'll either jump melee, jump then melee right before I land, or I'll jump then dash then melee, or jump then melee then dash, and you'll see a lot of that in the rooms that have a lot of bad guys. So that is really helpful. So what I have fire on R2, which is where it comes, melee on R1, so that way they're both on the same side. That really helps me. I've seen people kind of switch dash and melee. Whatever works for you is fine. I have dash on the left bumper, and then I have the focus, aim, and alt fire. I never aim. The only thing I use L2 for is for the alt fire. You don't have to aim. Use hit fire all the way. I don't think you ever have to aim. And then I moved use consumable to down arrow, as you can see on the left. Everything else I think is the same. I'm pretty sure everything else is the same. For gameplay, there's a couple things, right? Aim assist, just turn it high. I mean, I could still do it with the regular setting, but it just makes your life a little easier. Always sprint. In the beginning, you might fall off ledges a little bit. Once you get used to it, you will want it. Risky interactions. I just have press. There is definitely something to be said for having it on hold, especially when you're not used to it. I think that is really helpful. I think that's pretty much it. Like audio, I mean, like if you can play this on headphones, you want to. It's going to really, really help. The other thing, there is something like customized HUD, right? You want it to be thick and large, which, yeah, just going to leave that one alone. But yeah, so scale large, you want to be able to see this because you can see your alt fire better. and I just think it makes it a little easier. And then the weight, large, that's going to make the lines thicker, right? I do think that there's a lot of value there. Um, I think that that's pretty much what everybody says. And then I just have everything on, so all the other ones on. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, cool. So let's jump into it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out here. I'm going to kind of go over like some little basic things. Then I'm going to start the run, and then again as I go through, I will give you some more information if you need it. Had to make sure my mic was on because oh my god, yeah, there we go. If I went through this whole thing and the mic was off, that would be so frustrating. Okay, so see for example, that is where the tower is. I have obviously have the grapple, but if you haven't beaten Phrike yet, you don't have it yet. So I'm going to avoid using those. Okay, so I'm going to try to go pretty quick, but basically, if you kind of feel like you already know basic tips and stuff, you can just fast forward. If you're watching this later, you can fast forward until I leave this room, and then that's when I'm gonna really basically start the run. Okay. So on biome 1, well, general tip number 1 is don't panic. It's very, very easy to panic, and that really hurts you. Really, really hurts you a lot. The key is to stay as calm as you can, even if it feels like there's a lot of people around you. If there's people behind you, there'll be this little semicircle that appears that will be able to tell you where they are. That is really, really important in those rooms where you have a lot of enemies. Also, again, the point of playing with headphones, the reason that playing with headphones is super helpful is because the sound is so good in this game, and you can hear enemies behind you or to the side of you, and that can really save you. All right, so always be ready to dash, always be ready to jump to get around things. When you're dashing, you want to dash through the projectiles, right? So like if you're coming, if there's an enemy there, you want to dash towards the enemy most of the time. You want to close the distance between you and them if that's happening. Obviously, it kind of depends on the circumstances, but just in general, I do think that that's good advice. Other things. If you are newer to the game, I would say don't pick up the malfunctions, or not the malfunctions, the parasites. However, take a look at them and see what they are, and look at the downside, right? Sometimes some of the downsides are not that bad. Especially my favorite one is the one where it's like you take damage if you fall, if you fall from a long distance. I have trained myself so that before I hit the ground, anytime I fall, I always dash. So that way I'm not going to take that damage. So I will always pick those up because it's not going to affect me. I mean, every now and then I forget, but it's pretty much not going to affect me. So be careful, take a look at what they are. Sometimes they can be great, sometimes, not so much. But if you're still new to the game, if you haven't beaten Phrike yet, then probably a good idea. Just leave them. You don't really need them. I'll talk about the consumables when we get to the room that has all of them for sale. I'll kind of talk about it when we get there. This thing right here, all right, I could have sworn that I got all this stuff on this playthrough, but I guess I haven't. So as you go through, you're going to accumulate ether, right? So that's on the bottom right near your map. On your bottom right, there's going to be that number. Like here, for me, it says 12, right? So I have 12 ether. I have 0 keys because I just started, and I have 0 obolites, right? Which is like the currency. Okay, so what I want to do is my priority, and I think this should be your priority too, is to feed this machine first. Alright, so I don't have enough to unlock the last, I'm getting pretty close to unlocking all the artifacts and consumables, right? So I will always deposit my ether in here. I do think that it has value, even if you're new to the game. I think the sooner you are able to access more consumables and artifacts, the better, because then they will be in your pool every time you get it, right? It's random which ones you get, but you can't get something if you haven't unlocked it, and the way you unlock it is through here. Alright, so I highly, highly, highly suggest this should be your number 1 priority. Your second priority is going to be the Reconstructor, right? Which is that machine where you put 6 ether into it, and then if you die, you come back there. I think that that is, so, you might think like, oh, well, that's going to be my priority before this, but I really don't think so, because one thing you need to get out of the habit of, or at least some people do, is every run is like a run is not a failure if you don't beat the boss. A run is not a failure if you die. A run is a failure if you didn't learn something, or if you didn't unlock something, or if you didn't do anything that's going to make your life easier down the road, right? And it could be as simple as learning what not to do, right? So that's something to pay it, something to keep in mind. So first priority for Ether is this, to try to unlock artifacts and consumables as quickly as you can so you can get them later. Second priority is going to be the Reconstructor. And then after that, if you still have Ether, then what I would say you want to use it for is to cleanse things. Like, starting off with health, right? Because Phrike, what'll happen is, especially phase 3, it starts to get a lot easier to get hit. You might not get to Phrike with a full health. With full health, you might not have the astronaut, which we'll talk about when we get there. You might not have access to some of these things, and you might not be able to take too many hits, right? So having more health is always going to be helpful, and being able to get one of those malformed health things is really helpful. Knowing that you're not going to take damage, knowing that you're not going to trigger a malfunction, and you do that by cleansing it with ether. Right, now, early on in the game, you're probably not going to have enough ether to do that, but as you go further, you start to build it up. Okay, that's my advice for what's to prioritize in a run. Okay, cool. Let's see, that's co-op. I honestly do, I don't, people are always like, oh, I want to do co-op, can somebody help me? I don't really think it's worth it. I'm not a huge fan of co-op, but that's just me. So you do you, that's totally fine. What else before we get started? Real quick, I'm sure you know this if you played, but the blue doors, like, or the light blue doors like this with the rectangle, these are, I mean, it tells you in the upper right? So these are your main path doors. If you keep going through these, you will get to the boss, right? The ones that are more of a triangle, and they have they're going to be darker blue. Those are the side paths, and you should always try to do those. I suggest, I'm going to do it on this run. I suggest try to clear all of Biome 1. Try it. It's going to depend. If you're close to the end and you don't want to do the challenge room because you don't want to get hit, you don't want to take damage, sure, fine. All right, but clear Biome 1 if you're having trouble beating the boss, and it's the same on all the biomes. If you're having trouble on Biome 2, clear Biome 1. I always fight the bosses because I think it's fun, but you can fight the boss if you want. You can take the shortcut if you want to Biome 2, but take the time to do it. You're learning, you're getting better at recognizing the patterns of the enemies, etc. Okay. Also on your map, and this will be on your mini map too, you're going to be able to see, like, the yellow is going to be your currency, right? That's your obolites. The green is going to, green is going to be your health. And then the triangle is going to be other things. When you first play through, it could be these glyphs you have to scan. It could be like some story stuff. It could also be artifacts. It could be different things. But yeah, the triangles are different. And then Ether has its own look. It's purple, but it's kind of like a shiny purple as opposed to the other purple. The other purple ones are going to be malformed things, which you have to cleanse, etc. Well, you don't really need to pay too much attention to those if you're, if you're still new enough that you haven't beat Phrike. Okay, cool. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, just gonna select all of these. It's random, right? So sometimes you'll get a room like this, sometimes you won't. That's random. Maybe it froze a little bit because I'm streaming. Okay. So what I can do is, while I'm actually playing, it's very hard for me to talk, so I'll either talk before or after I do something. But yeah, so I'm going to restart the cycle, just so we can kind of see how long things take, and then we're going to go through. So here we go. And if you're watching and you have questions, please put it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know what I can do. Let me know what I can tell you. Let me know what I can help you with. But yeah, Again, big thing, stay calm. Stay calm, stay calm. That is probably the biggest thing. All right, it's very, very, very important to stay calm. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. As you always run really helps. The more you play, the more you're gonna know where stuff is. Like for here, let's see. There is a chest in here. Not this one. There's gonna be a chest in here. Nope, one more level down. In here. A lot of people miss that, or some people do. Pyro Shelf. I can't take it. But yeah, on this run, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and clear everything. Typically, I go side paths first. All right, this is gonna be a bust because I cannot go in here. Later on, you will be able to. But even though I could, I'm not going to. I'm only going to use things you have access to in Biome 1. Alright, so here, okay, so these are good, this is good practice for melee and dodging, if you want, right? Come on. Sometimes people freak out, like, you know, when they're new to the game because, you know, it kind of looks a little scary. There's a bunch of them. They're coming at you, but, I mean, just stay calm. You can basically just run around and melee them all. If you get in trouble, you can use jump. Oh, okay, so since we don't have the grapple yet, sometimes, you know, some of these things look out of reach, and sometimes they are out of reach. But see, there's something up here. There's a blue little guy up here, right? Again, if I look on the map, I can see it's a triangle, but it's a blue triangle, so that means it's going to be either a key or it's going to be, what's the other thing? It's going to boost the weapons that I find, right? So in the bottom left corner, it says 0, which, you know, a quarter of the way through. The more of these calibrator things I get, the better weapons I can get. I see, like, there's one over here. So, let's see, this is a key, right? You can tell by the shape of it. Now, see, that's up there, and how do I get up there, right? How do I get up there? Well, it looks like, I guess I can get it better this way. Okay, well, let's say that there's something where, like, you can't figure out how to get there and you feel you should be able to. Don't go all the way to the top, but here's what you can do. You go in here. You're not getting hurt. You're just going to dash out of it. You're not getting hurt. You're not getting hurt. Don't go all the way to the top, because then you will get hurt. So there's a key, right? So we got 2 keys. See, I can't grapple up to that, so I'm just going to ignore it. Now, there is something to be said, especially if you're having trouble, with waiting to open up chests, like the chests that will have weapons in it, and waiting to go into these rooms until you have you can get higher level weapons, right? So until that 0 in the bottom left is like a 3 or whatever. I'm not going to care about that. I could beat this with the pistol I have. And plus I am going to get a chance to switch out my weapon right before, for another pistol, but, you know, pistols are fine. Right. So these are good. Okay. Oh yeah, Doombringer's going to bring it down. Yeah, so these are going to be parasites, right? Like I said, just to avoid them, for now. But sometimes you can get obolites out of these things. It's worth breaking these up. Oh, another thing that I've seen people post in the subreddit with, like, gameplay and, like, hey, what am I doing wrong? Get used to holding down, right, the gun, and then once it gets here, just get used to reloading. Right? Don't do that. Right? Just hold it down. Just hold it down. There's a couple guns that doesn't work with, but just in general, get used to that. It's going to help you a lot. Because then you're, like, always firing, right? Like, I'm just running around, I'm always firing, and then I can be dashing, and then, like, you know, once you get used to it, like, you just get used to the timing. You could probably do it without the little thing. These, once you get the sword, you can go in a melee. And also, you know, if you're really having trouble, you can save the green health things until later, and then you can come back and just get them all at once. It'll sometimes I think doing it that way will allow you to bump up your max health a little bit more. All right, again, I always go to these side rooms first. That's just me. All right, so this is going to be a vending machine type thing. I don't know if I can get it. No, not yet. Also, remember I said the DMJ, that's what that looks like. Okay, so let's go to the next room. Okay, so these rooms are standard, right? So you're going to see the same type of rooms over and over again, right? Once you get the hang of them, they're not that hard. Sometimes they can feel like they're hard. Just always, when you see this, always, if you're not sure, always look up, because sometimes they have those eye creatures, right, which have the little beams coming down, and sometimes you might not see that. And if you don't see it, like, it might hurt you. Like, so this thing, you just jump, dash, and you're there. It can't get up to this one, so you're safe here. You know, just look around. You're safe here. You're safe with that one. You're safe with that one. Like the top ledges or whatever. Okay, here we go. Again, train yourself to always dash before you hit the ground. You're going to thank yourself later. I'm just going to save it for something I know what it is. Alright. So, I need to go to there. There's usually something back. There's nothing there. There's usually something back there. That's weird. Always, you know, check your mini map on the bottom right, and then if you're not sure, you know, check this map too, so you can make sure that you know you don't miss stuff. All right. I hate. Anytime you see something like that, you just have to break line of sight or hit them. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Either get behind a pillar, or if they're targeting you like that, just hit them. I think you just have to hit them once. The more you play, the more you'll get used to, like, hey, can I fall down this hole? Yes, I can. And sometimes there's stuff down here. Wow, there's usually stuff down there. There's usually stuff in that other place. This is weird. All right, so from here, you know, again, see how you can see that yellow? Right, there's yellow over here. So look around the map. Once you know, the more you play, the more you know where stuff is. Alright, so I'm going to go to the side one first. Okay. This one, there's always going to be a chest around to this corner. Obviously, you know, when you're new, you're going to unlock all this stuff, so I won't be going through. I'll try not to spoil stuff for you. But, you know, there's some cool stuff in here. So you just run around and you just, like, stand under it, and this thing comes into view, and it tells you something about it. But there's always a chest in here. Okay, Electropylon driver. I would normally take that, but I'm not going to, because I don't think everybody can get that in Biome 1. Alright, so now we're going to go to this next room. Alright. Again, pretty standard room. Sometimes there's, like, red things that go around it. You can either just wait, or you can dash through. It takes a little while, but I do think that there's, especially, you know, again, this is targeted for newer players, and it's not a speed run. I'm not trying to go through as fast as I can or anything like that, but I do think there's value in, like, shooting these things, just because sometimes there's cool stuff, sometimes there isn't, right? Again, I could save this for later until I've got more proficiency, but, you know, and if you're having trouble, do that. That'll give you a better weapon later, but I don't really feel the need to do that, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to take these as I go. Oh, okay. So that orange number means that it's higher level than what you probably should be able to get. Sometimes that'll happen. Don't always go by number, right? Take a look at this stuff, right? Bonus damage is really, really good. The alt fire is going to help help you. Doombringer is fun, but I really don't like it because it takes forever to charge up. Tendril Pod's fine. Armor piercing is going to be good. I'm going to take this. Okay. Here we go. There's stuff in here. Also, you can cheese the door, right? You know, you might have seen this. I forget what they call it, like door camping or something. Where, like, you go in, you draw them out, and then you just kind of use the door to, like, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, see how they're coming towards me? Right. Let's say it was like a harder enemy, right? I can use the door to kind of come back here, and then it's going to close, right? So, you know, you can kind of use that. These enemies are not hard. Always take out the turrets first. Especially the shielded turrets, take them out right away. You have to melee them. Did I get hit? No, I didn't get hit. Okay. Always be moving. Later on, when you get the grapple, always be grappling. But just always be moving and always be glancing at your minimap, listening around you, and looking around you. All right, see that thing, that semicircle? See, that tells you where danger's coming from. So you're basically watching a few things that kind of constantly glancing at your minimap, or not constantly, but every so often glancing at your minimap. You're looking around you, you're listening, and just kind of pattern recognition. This is that thing that will give you some weapon proficiencies, right? So now I'm up to 1. Cool. If you see these things with the glowing eyes, they will give you obelites if you break it. One of the biggest pieces of advice that everybody gives, which is really good advice, which is why everybody gives it, is prioritize not getting hit over dealing damage. That is so important, because right now I have a lot of advantages. I have level 5. You can see in the bottom middle of your screen. I have level 5, so I'm getting a bunch of extra stuff. I'm getting, I forget all of them off the top of my head. Will it tell you on here? I forget if it tells you now. But yeah, so I'm at, proficiency, adrenaline 5, which gives you a lot of cool stuff. But the oblates will stay there longer. But also, you can get hit once before you have kind of like a shield, an automatic shield from that. So you can get hit without using that. There's a gun in here. If you see something like this, right, you just have to look around. This is like the only time that alt fire, that aim really helps, right? Because if you there it is, right? If you hold down that and you look around, I think you can hear it pulsing too. I'm not hearing it, but it'll you'll be able to see it. They're almost always in the same room. Okay, that's another gun I can't use because it doesn't appear in this room. Alright, this is a very, very, very minor spoiler. This is the portal that appears after you beat the boss for the first time that will allow you to get to the next biome. Okay. Right, always look for these red things. There's also red walls. There's also walls that have like little red, like they look, they're dark walls. They have a different color texture. There's a kind of a different texture to them, and they have some red pulsing. If I see one, I'll show you. They don't show up in every run. Break it. That's where you can find some cool stuff behind there. If you find a data cube, then you can bring that to a machine. That in this case it will be in the room after you beat the boss. Sometimes you can get to it before the boss of a level, but you have to deposit it in order to get the benefit, which is like you unlock something. All right, so this is a reconstructor, right? I don't have enough ether, but if you stand here and you put it in, then if you die, you will get resurrected here. So it's a really good thing. It's a really good thing to use if you are not sure that you're going to do well on the level. Because once you go to the next level, then this one does not work anymore, right? So this only brings you back if you die in biome 1. Okay, cool. Alright, there's a grapple, but I can't use it. Oh, I gotta go to the right. This one, not a huge fan of this thing. Oh, there's turrets too. Oh boy, okay. Alright, we'll be fine. At least I can shoot them. The shielded turrets are really terrible. Like, but yeah, use your pillars. Oh, I hit him. That is annoying. Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, one of the things that the higher adrenaline level gives you is it gives you a larger window for the reload. I think weapon proficiency is the first one, then larger reload. I forget. I think one of them is like it helps your melee. All right, now there's a chest down here, right there. Is that yeah, it's a regular chest, so I can go get that. What else is here? Let's look around before we go. Alright, let's go down here and get that chest. Now, there's going to be enemies that appear when I go there, but that's okay. I could get down a different way. This is just kind of funner. More fun. Here we go. Boom. Again, remember, don't panic. Right? If you stay in the middle, they shoot around you. It's wonderful. Yeah, Dreadbound is a wonderful weapon, but I can't get it yet. Okay. Before I go in here, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I can't get up there because I'm not using grapple. Here we go. Okay, so this is the house room. I'm gonna steer away in case of spoilers. Not a major spoiler, but just in case. If you get into this room and that house has the light on, always go in. You'll get some story stuff, and this is where you'll get the astronaut. This is where you'll unlock the astronaut, which is an item that will bring you back. That you like, if you die and you're holding the astronaut, it will bring you back to life. Right, so it's really, really helpful, especially early on in the game. All right, and here is the room. Okay, so there's no astronaut. Okay, sometimes there is. Okay, everybody's different. I do think you want to get one of these, right? But I think if you're newer to the game, I think your priority is going to be this guy, right? This is going to be your first priority, in my opinion, right? Because it will increase your max integrity, which is your max health. And not only that, but see how it's like going all the way up, right? So now my suit integrity is 130% of my starting health, right? So that's going to be very helpful. And so now as I go through, I have a higher threshold or a higher limit that I can get to. Now the downside is I can't get to this yet, all right? So I can come back, right? So I probably get one of those. I probably won't need it, but I definitely say use those. The blade balancer is pretty helpful. It'll let you break through, there's like kind of yellow force fieldy walls, and it'll especially be helpful in Biome 2. It'll let you, there's a couple of rooms that always appear that you'll be able to get stuff in. Alt fire protection. Yeah, I mean, it, gives you 10% protection most of the time if you use your alt fire a lot. That's a pretty good one. And then gaining or fixing malfunctions, repairs integrity. I don't think that's a priority. So basically, since I'm only focusing on Biome 1, this is going to be my first priority, then followed by this, then this. That would be the order I would do it in. All right, but if you're first starting off, again, the astronaut's going to be super important. And then I would say those repair kits that you can get, right, the Silphium vials, those are probably your next priority. And then shield, I think you can get shields already. So that'll be like you can get hit once without, dropping your adrenaline, without taking damage. I think those are really helpful. If I remember correctly, if you haven't beat Phrike, I think it's always going to be in there, right? Because you have to go get something and then you use this to unlock it. So this is going to be slightly different for you. I think you would just go in there. After you beat Phrike, you have to find, I think it's in a different place each time. But yeah, okay. So let's go in here. Ooh, I hate the bats. Oh man, we got the bats and this guy? Okay, that's alright. Again, stay calm, get ready to dodge, use your pillars, don't freak out. Nope. Melee. Jump melee is very powerful. Okay, well, okay, got hit, it's not the end of the world. There you go. Jump melee is super powerful. It just, sometimes it can be hard to time it with the bats. And sometimes these things sneak up behind you, so you have to be very careful of those. They like to swarm. They're pretty smart compared to some of the other enemies. So yeah, if you see that orange, they're about to dive at you, so just be careful. They're not hard individually, but they can be very hard in swarms. At least in my opinion. Alright. And again, do not freak out if you get hit. Not a huge deal. I'm already back to full health. I got hit, I got one thing, I'm already back to full health. Just be careful. You can die if you fall down there. Okay, so this is how you get to Biome 3, if you've beaten Biome 1. So again, if you haven't beaten Biome 1, you're not going to have access, you're not going to see that, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, all of the items are at least fine. They're at least fine. There's no, like, real bad ones, in my opinion. Alright, so there is a way forward here, but, I'm going to go through here because of the way this works, once you beat it, there could be... Oh, okay, so this is going to be the challenge room. We'll come back to that. We'll do that before the end, because I know we'll be able to stock up on health. Again, at this point, I would feel more than comfortable to go fight the boss whenever we find her. And it is a her. It's based on Greek mythology. Again, always looking here. A lot of times it's health, sometimes it's obelites, but they're always going to be helpful. Alright, let's check. Let's see, alright. Oh, this is just... Yeah, don't use this. There's not really a point to doing it if you're new. I honestly never use it. But yeah. Okay, so I do have keys. I do have this chest container, this container. If you're just trying to get through Biome 1, yeah, sure, use it. But I would say save these because you're going to want to use them on doors later. I always prioritize using keys on doors rather than chests. That's me. I do think that they're more valuable. I do think you get a better bang for your buck, because the chests unlock one thing, but a door can unlock a bunch of, it could unlock an entire new passageway, right? And there could be multiple things in there that you can access that you couldn't if you didn't go in there. Alright, remember I said stay calm. Stay calm. It's okay if you get hit. It's okay if you get hit. Always be looking for enemies coming from the side and behind you while you're focusing on this guy. You're going to want to take him out. If he's near you, you want to take him out first. If you can get away... Okay, he's dead. If you can get away, and he's not right next to you, then take out the mob first, and just, like, keep an eye on where he is. Take out the mob first, and then you don't have to worry about them. You can just fight him one-on-one. It's a lot easier one-on-one. It just kind of depends on, like, how everything's situated. Whatever. Again, don't worry if you get hit. Not a big deal. You'll notice I've been hit, I don't know, 2-3 times, and I'm still doing fine. Oh, there's the boss, by the way. There's the boss room, so... Cool. You want to find a good balance between getting the Abolite, the currency, the yellow thing, and not getting hit. The more you play, the closer you can get when you're killing them, so it's easier to get everything. And I'm trying for this run, I'm trying to alternate between killing with the sword and killing with the gun, because if you don't have the sword yet, then you can only use the gun. But you saw there was like one room of these where I think I just used the sword, so, you know. And, okay, so see that red there? This is what it'll look like, but it'll be on a full wall, if it's breakable and you can get the thing. Okay, that would be a good gun, although I hate the pylon web, I think it sucks. But just in general, that would be a good gun. I would have taken it, but I can't because of the conditions of the gun. Okay, I can't do that. Alright, I'm gonna put it here. Oh, there we go. Okay, see that? See the wall? See how it looks breakable? Right. I think you just shoot it. Yeah, it just comes crumbling down. For me, it's not going to be a data cube because I have all of them. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, it'll just be. I mean, that's nice. You know, repair enhancer. And look at this. Some more obelisk. Always look out for the glowing eyes. Okay. So I need more repair. I know there's some down here. I know there's a breakable wall somewhere. Oh, there it is. See? I'm almost all the way back to full health. All right, there is. That's where we're going. Ah, there's the turrets. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I could go in there and beat her right now. But let's explore some more. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is gonna be a lockdown room. So once you go in, you're stuck here, like you can't get out. But that's okay. You want to try to clear as many of these other enemies before the big ones fully spawns. You can see right there. You can see they're coming. And again, any of these rooms are gonna have a lot of health. All right, so don't freak out if you get hit. Don't panic. Okay, now they're close. This is where grappling comes in handy, but I can't grapple because you wouldn't be able to grapple, so I can't. It's okay. Where are you, buddy? There you are. You'll see that they're about ready to jump before they jump. See? Now it's just one-on-one. It's going to be a lot easier. I can stay back if I want to. I can get up close if I want to. I got my rock over here, so if they shoot at me, I can dodge. You know, I can block it with the environment. And again, just don't panic. I know I keep saying that, but it's so important. Don't panic. Okay, so kill sight, armor piercing. I mean... Wait, I have to remember which one kill sight is. Oh, okay, kill sight is better. Yeah, kill sight is better, so we're gonna keep it. Kill sight is better. All right, cool. Let's see. Yeah, again, just go through all the doors. Okay. If you were playing for the first time, you would not see that. That comes later. Don't worry about it. Basically, you'll see some rooms you can't get into or some areas you can't access. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. You can get them later. Right? Like you can't get up there because you don't have a grapple. I'm gonna use this. Let's see what's back there. Right. See this unlocked an entire section as opposed to just one thing. So that's why it's always, in my opinion. Oh yeah, kill sight. And if you can get close enough, just melee these guys. You know, get a good alt fire into them, throw a melee into them, and they're probably dead. Or at least close enough to dead that you don't have to worry about them. Alright. And you can see the level 2 guns, you know, level 2 guns are definitely a pretty big step up from the level 0. So, don't feel like you have to get the best gun in the game to, you know, the best gun you possibly can to fight against Phrike. You don't have to. You don't have to. Whee! And I'm almost back to full health. But I will be... Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, God. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate these guys so bad in groups. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine. So there's my escape valve if I need it. Oh. No. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Alright, this one, I think it's down... Where are they? Down here? No. Oh, down there. Okay. Mm, no. Oh, reduced melee damage? Hell no. I don't want that. Oh boy. Alright, so that tells me there's a big bad guy. Oh, okay. That guy. So now this guy's gonna shoot at you, so you gotta be very careful with that. You usually can't fully, like, you can't dash through a full volley of it. So you have to kind of move to the side, dash, you have to block it with the thing, block it with the environment stuff. Alright. Okay, there's nothing down there. Oh, okay. So, this is going to be less helpful for me than it would be for you. This is going to give you a lot of gun options. Can't take it. Can't take it. 0 for 3. I can't take any of those. Oh yeah, so look on the map like straight ahead, straight north from me. That's what Ether looks like on your mini-map. So the yellow is an obelite. Where's the east? Oh, it's back here. Yeah, and you can see like they have a little bit of an extra shine on them. Oh wow, that would have been fun. Can't use it. Level 5 Dreadbound would shred. I would kill Phrike so fast with that gun. Okay. We're pretty much to the end. There can't be that many more rooms that I haven't done. But I'm going to be able to go back and get other stuff in that thing. Oh yeah, so this is going to be... I think this is one where you can get one of them for free. Obviously, always take these. Oh, no, you have to pay for it. Okay. Well, repairs augment, that's good. Proficiency, that's good. I don't really need them for this run, so I'm going to save them. I'm going to go back to that... I'm going to go back to the vending machine room and just get the stuff I need. Let's see, did I miss any? I missed one up here. That room right there. I want to go in there. So, what's the fastest way is to go there first. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so I want to get to that room, so I'm just going to go here. Then I'm going to go away from the red. Maybe down here? Oh, okay. There's going to be a gun in there. But there's also going to be enemies. You have to be careful. There's also going to be enemies. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, and they're back. Okay. Alright. Back up. I normally don't do cheese things, but now I will always do it with the bats. I hate the bats so much. Alright, mind if I side on with Shield Breaker? Shield Breaker's great. Shield Breaker's great for the turrets. The shielded turrets. This might seem weird. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it, and the reason why is because I know there is a shielded turret at the top of that, there's a shielded turret at the top of that red room. Oh, we didn't do we didn't do that yet. We have to do the challenge room. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go we are going to go to the vending machine first. All right, then we're going to go to the challenge room, and then we're going to go fight Phrike. All right, so this is the vending machine thing. It'll always look like this. There's going to be like a, what are those things called? Xenoglyph right there, and then this, this is the vending machine. So there we go. Okay. All right, cool. So let's go. Let's go shopping. We're definitely gonna get this. If I were gonna continue this run, I would 100% take this. But since I'm not, I'm gonna do this. All right. So while my alt fire is recharging, then I'm gonna be able to get some extra protection. Okay. I don't think there's anything left other than the challenge room. There is that blue thing, but I can't get there because I can't grapple. So yeah, we're going to go to the challenge room. All right, and then we're gonna do that, and then we are going to we're gonna go fight the boss. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up there because I wanna work on some music stuff today, outside of streaming. But yeah, let's see, what time is it? 10:09. I might do one more run where I just kind of try to go straight for Phrike and see if I can do. I haven't really tried that, just kind of just go straight for her, as clear the rooms as I go, but then like not, once I find Phrike, just go fight her. We'll try that. That'll be fun. Okay, so repair enhancer, reflex stimulant. I don't think I need any of these. Okay, so before we go in, real quick, strategy for this stuff. So every one of the challenge rooms is different, meaning like the Biome 1 challenge room is different than the Biome 2 challenge room, etc. But they're all roughly the same. They're going to be 3 phases, right? So there's going to be 3 waves of enemies. Basically, you just always want to be moving. Once you get the grapple, you want to always be grappling. If you're not sure, you have to it's a mob thing, right? You have to watch behind you. You have to watch to your side. Like don't just stop and stand still. Always be moving. Prioritize what you're looking for, right? So for me, I always try to take on Biome 1. I try to take out the turrets first. I will target the shielded turrets first. Then after that, I'll go after any shield. Then after that, I'll try to get rid of the mob, and then the big ones. That's my standard, like, kind of style on this. And again, do not freak out. All right, you have plenty. Like, if you get hit once, who cares? It doesn't matter. You're gonna be fine. Oh, and I got shield breaker. Right, so turrets first. Yeah, okay. Did I get hit? Yeah, it kind of sucks, but no biggie. But yeah, see how good the sidearm is? Like, especially at the higher levels, like, this thing shreds. Don't overlook it. Sidearm is great. Oh my god. Alright, we're fine. We're okay. Just keep moving. Run away. Bravely run away. We're fine. I hate the bats. My least favorite enemy in the entire game. Not even being sarcastic, I hate the bats so much. Okay, we're still okay. I'm just gonna go to this guy, just in case. shield breakers can work on enemies too. It's not just for shields. Is there one more wave? Or is that it? That can't be it. Oh, that was it. Alright, cool. Not too bad. But as you'll see, I am going to be able to get some more health, I'm pretty sure. Usually there's something. Oh, shield vial. Okay, oh, shield vial is going to be really good. Let's do repair enhancer. And then take the shield vial. That's weird. There's usually more health in these rooms. Oh well. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bite the bullet and use that. That's fine. Oh, Hollow Seeker would be nice. Well. Oh, there's another. Where is it? Over here. There's a gun. Ooh, modified sidearm 5 with kill sight. Okay. Yeah, let's take that. Okay. So we are more than ready to go fight Phrike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through the first little section to get to the actual boss room, and then I'm going to give you a real quick rundown of what we're going to do when we get there. Okay. You know we have a shielded turret up there. That's going to be really annoying, but... I can't believe it. I can't believe it! Just let me build up a little bit of adrenaline before I leave. I'm just racing up to get to this one. You gotta be kidding me. And I got hit from my adrenaline reset. Okay. Are there enemies anywhere where I can build up adrenaline? Probably not. Gosh, that's frustrating. Alright. It'll be fine. It just would have been nice to have that little extra boost. Okay. So we're gonna go in here. So first of all, there's always a sidearm right before a boss. But okay, let me walk you through the basic stuff, because while I'm doing it, I probably won't be able to talk. Alright, so number one, always use your L-Fire. Sometimes people get stressed and they forget they have it. Number two, just when in doubt, circle. When in doubt, like move to the side. Move back and forth to the side, get ready to dash. They are a few attacks that people sometimes have trouble with. In the first phase, when they kind of stop and there's like this orange glow, they're going to shoot a laser beam like basically straight at you, like through the floor. So just get ready to dodge to the side. You can just kind of start moving to the side once you see that. Later on, in phase 2, there's going to be an attack where they look like they're kind of like I don't know, setting up a fireball or doing some type of cauldron thing or something. And they're going to dash at you and they're going to swipe at you. Once you get the timing down, it's so easy. Just wait until they start dashing. Right before they get to you, just dash. It's so easy once you get the timing down. They will always do at the end of, in between phase 2 and 3, they'll always dash at you, so be ready for that. Sometimes I misjudge that and I dash too early. That's what I've been seeing lately from me. Also, what else? Oh, they'll do this other attack where there's like a beam of light, like it's orange beam that goes side to side. In phase 2, it only goes to one side. In phase 3, it's going to go to one side and then back to the other side. So be ready for it to come back. Other than that, always be moving, always be shooting. Just side to side, get ready to dash. Only dash if you have to, just so that way you have it ready to go when you need it. That's basically it. Yeah. You'll be able to watch. Oh, and the other thing is, when you're going side to side, make sure you don't get hung up on a wall. There's like this one little area where you can kind of, like let's say you're going to the right, like you run into the wall and you're kind of stuck, and then you might get in trouble if they get closer, if you can't dash or whatever. So just be really careful not to get stuck in the wall. All right, here we go. God, I can't believe I got hit. How did I get hit on phase 1? That's annoying. Oh well. Oh, again! Okay. Activate my shield. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing, but that's okay. Okay, here comes the dash. Once you get the hang of it, it's so easy to avoid. But the first few times, like, it's easy to panic and have her hit you. And you can also jump over it. Ooh! Yeah, I dashed too early there. That's my fault. Dash. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright, remember at the end of phase 2, she's gonna do another dash? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh well. Okay. At the end of phase, she's gonna dash. Get ready. Dash. There we go. And it's a double dash. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it still did it. That was a little... not nearly as good as I typically do, but that's okay. All right, and that's it. So yeah, so this is that room where you can this is the room where you deposit the data cube, like right in there, and then you just warp to the thing that just opened, which is that room where you get to biome 2. All right, we're gonna do it again, but again, we're just gonna kind of do a speed run. I genuinely don't know how well it's gonna work. I might die. I might not do it. Because as you can see, I'm a little bit rusty. But the thing that sucks is when I did this before as practice, I did a few runs in a row where she hit me twice, and it was only on phase 3. So I don't know if it's just the pressure of having, knowing that people might watch this, but whatever. Okay. I was gonna say it's gonna be really funny if It's gonna be really funny if the boss room appears like right away and I just have to do it like right away. Oh, and these things, they show up as enemies, but they give you obolites. Like they don't attack you. They're like friendly enemies. I don't know. Nope. Man. Oh, it's kind of frustrating. I should have done way better. That's alright. I mean, I did it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, if you see this room, see that green pillar, you have to shoot that first. Otherwise, it's shielding all the other enemies. I just dashed. That's stupid. I dashed again. I am dashing each time. Okay, this is annoying. I'm gonna switch controllers in a second. I'm gonna switch controllers. Okay. Cool. Now we're back in. Let's see if this is any better. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It very well could be me. It very well could be me. I am not going to. I'm not going to be one of those people that just blames the controller for everything. But it very, very well could be me. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. There's no way I'm going to do this. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Who cares if I die? We're having fun. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely not going to work. Okay. I mean, could I do it? Sure. Will I do it? Probably not, but we'll see. Okay. Tendril pod, snub-nosed bro. Oh. Tracker swarm is gonna hit. Snub-nosed barrel. I genuinely don't know what that does. Let's see. What does snub-nosed barrel do? Deals more damage at the cost of accuracy. You know what, I'm just going to stick with this because that's Tracker Swarm. That's a really easy alt-fire. Alright, let's try it. Oh! So far, so good. Phase 3 is going to be the... Probably? Well, maybe. I think Phase 3 is probably going to be the disaster moment, but we'll see. Here we go. Get ready. Dash. Jump. Dash again. Alright. We're hanging in there. Oh! I dashed just a second too late. That was my fault. Yeah, that might be it. If I made it to phase 3 without getting hit, I might have been able to do it too. That's alright. Oh no, people started watching right when I'm about to die. I just made a beeline for Phrike and I'm using the starter pistol and I started with not a lot of health, and okay. It's possible, but we'll see. Two people came and left. That's amazing. The reason it's amazing is because I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it. That's awesome. Wow, I did not think that was going to happen, but it did. Ye of little faith. I had people come in. I said I probably wasn't going to do it, and then I did it. But they left before it happened. Oh my gosh. Alright, one more time. One more time. That was 8 minutes. That's awesome. Alright, give me just a second. I'm going to pause it for a minute. Okay. Alright, one more. So same rules. I'm going to go through and I'm going to fight her as soon as I find her. Hopefully I get a little extra time this time, because I'd like to have like a really nice, like, kind of crushing of her. That would be really cool. Oh, that's what it was. I forgot. Alright. If I find Phrike again, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Oh. Is that like a double? I think that might have been a double melee kill. That's fun. Can I get up there without dying? Oh yeah, I can. That's cool. Oh, and it's malignant. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry, it's just really funny to me that somebody, two people showed up, were about to see something cool, and then left. That's very funny to me. Uh, I mean, I don't care about views and stuff, but I just think that's really funny. Anyway, okay. Yeah, screw it. Let's go in here. Why not? I'm feeling a little bit more confident the more I play. How did that miss? I shot it right over him. That's incredible. Oh. I wanted to finish off with a melee. That was fun. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? We got... Nope, can't use it. Okay, I guess I have to go. Oh no, there's oh, it's right over here. Oh, I missed that. Nope. Come on, please just get... Oh, okay, hey, buddy. Honestly, that's the hardest thing about this run, for me anyway, is that, or in my opinion anyway, is that I can't use, like almost all the weapons I find. That's very frustrating, but I'll do it just because I'm gonna fight her as soon as I find her. Oh no. That's fun. What's in here? I don't give a shit about that. Okay. Yeah. We'll hold on to it for later. But I think there's like a mini boss up there? Oh, that's this guy. Honestly, the worst combination on this level for me is this one. The bats and the tree guy. I genuinely don't care if it's cheap. I hate these bats so freaking much. Oh, and yeah, he can teleport through the door, just so you know. But once you melee him once, he goes down and you just melee him to death, usually. I missed. Oh yeah. Oh, it's on now. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, where'd you come from? Ah, fine. Alright. Let's clean up. No! Ah, I hit the wrong one. Darn it. I was gonna do the repair enhancer before I got here. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, whatever. Let's see, can I pick up this gun? Give me a gun, give me a gun. No. Give me a gun. Oh, okay. Sometimes there's enemies here. Ooh, auto repair at low integrity is a good one. Reduces repairing fit. I don't like that. Increases the positive effect. Oh, I should have done this one first. Well, there's no way for me to know. Oh, no bad guys. Usually there's at least one of those that triggers bad guys. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. Now we need to... Let's go find Phrike. We're gonna find Phrike as soon as possible. Kick her ass. Okay, well, I can use this one. Not my favorite, but it's fine. Oh, okay, so we're already up there. Oh. What is it with bats just before I'm about to fight Phrike? What is it with that? Oh, I forgot. Doctrine is great for the bats. Yep, yep. Again, you gotta watch out the mini map. Okay. Alright, so it's time to go fight. So let's get some health. I have a portal, that's gonna be helpful. Let me see, just in case, if there's like the green bed, that would be amazing, because that would give me full health before I go fighter. No. Obelite stable, I don't need that. That is a good one, but not going to be very helpful for me where I am. Alright, let's try this again. So far we're 2-0 today. And the last one I was definitely in worse shape than I am now. Can I get up to 5? Maybe another enemy to trigger? No? Okay. Alright. Did I trigger all of them, I guess? Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Is there anything I can do? Okay, I'm gonna go back here real quick and just check and see what I forget what's in this thing. But then we're gonna fight. Oh, I didn't do that. That could be helpful. Let's do that first. Okay, that's helpful. Oh, I already got those, yeah. Gaining fish, no. Melee kills. I mean, that's not gonna help me, though. You know, more powerful. We're fine. Okay, let's go do it. Now, I don't have any health things that I could use, but I do have a projectile portal. Probably save that for, like, phase 2. Alright, here we go. Alright, so remember, same thing as before. We got this. Not a huge fan of shock stream on this boss, but whatever. I have to kind of get a little bit closer, I think. Best phase 1 so far. I think it's a little bit easier to get closer. Just for fun, gotta try it. That didn't last that long. I was hoping I could get like a no hit. Oh. I thought I could kill her before she got me. Oh, there we go. Alright. That was probably the best one so far. Phase 3, I got a little cocky. I knew I was going to win, so... Yeah, there you go. Alright, so hopefully that helps some people. And I hope to do more of these in the future. So if you see something you like, if there's an idea you want, some type of video you want me to make, just let me know, and I'll do it. Alright, thanks. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.